Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at this team, which I thought would be the best possible team basically right now in the meta, and I have to say it worked pretty well. I definitely gained a lot of points with this team. I thought it would be a bit better, but I don't know why I faced so many fighting types with this team, which I usually didn't really think of that there would be that many. But I faced a lot of mid-champs and in general like a lot of hard counter teams with this team as well. But I still went positive with this team, so this team is definitely fine to use. Like, I can recommend it 100%. And I think we're also gonna win here because we have the Excadrill now against the Metagross. I can farm this thing down, I can shield here, and I should be fine. But yeah, if my voice sounds a bit different, it's just early morning. I think my voice kind of dies a bit. But it is okay. And here we have an Alakazam. It's actually the most spiciest thing I've ever seen yet. But yeah, it's just bad. Like, Alakazam was sadly just like completely garbage. Don't use that. There's literally no play in the meta. I guess it's a counter to the Excadrill, but not even really, because I think one drill run just KO you. But counter does at least some damage there. And yeah, counter Alakazam, like even against Snorlax, you have the leak against them. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Still, a very cool team for my opponent. I enjoy playing against this. And right now I'm at 2,800 again. You saw me like last video being down to 2,450. So I basically gained 350 points in 10 sets right now. And yeah, this basically can show you, like, no matter where you are right now, it's definitely still possible to hit Legend if you have just a good run or like good teams. I showcase good teams, so if you like them, feel free to copy them, of course. Here again, fighting type say so, but like, okay, crazy. I mean, this team definitely does make sense if you have a steel type in the lead that you have a fighting type in the back. I'm not saying this team doesn't make sense, it's just like crazy that I see stuff like this right now. I know what he has on the back there might be a complete hard counter. I have to actually go for cross shot, that's good for me. I wait here so I can swap out in time. And he has guard shot in the back. Yeah, this is a hard counter for me. There's no way I should be able to win this. So yeah, good game there. Nothing I can do here anymore, but that was just unlucky. There's a lot of desync and lag or stuff like this right now. Like, I saw that now a bit more than the last video. So be careful when you play right now. It can be sometimes a bit difficult. I should have swapped earlier out of there. I think I might have still had a chance to win this game otherwise. But like this doesn't KO. I sadly cannot farm him down in time, and like one drill run wouldn't have done like half of the health from the guard shop anyway, so there was no way we could have won this anyway. Here we have Togekiss that is best buddied against us, so I tried to catch the move, didn't work. And like, do we have like 3 times fighter say swap against us right now in a row? Like, what the hell? I haven't seen a single fighter, I think, outside of those battles. It is crazy, like literally. I just realized that. Like, we have seen so many fighting types. What the hell? Okay, it's actually like, it's ridiculous right now at this point. But he has a swamp in the back. That is a hard counter line. This is just brutal. What the hell is going on here right now? I have to get rid of both of his shields, definitely. But he was like, gonna get rid of both of my shields as well. What I'm gonna have to try to do is, I don't know, charm him down and try to throw a move against his Togekiss, but his Togekiss is best buddied, so we're gonna win CMP there. I tried to swap out there and try to catch the move, didn't work out, and he swaps into his Togekiss and accidentally throws the charm, and this gonna allow us to farm down the Swampert and win the game. Very lucky for me, like I shouldn't have won this game because it was hard counter against me. But yeah, there was one thing I didn't really consider when I built this team, and this is Excadrill itself. Because Excadrill, of course, like against Snorlax is kind of neutral, but against our own Excadrill, he is most of the time an energy lead. I get some extra moves in here, which is very crucial as we're gonna win this matchup now. Otherwise, there was no way we would be able to win this matchup. And we would just surrender us because that was bullshit on his part. I'm sorry for him. Because like, if that didn't work out, he had energy lead. Like, I don't know how you could have lost this matchup. But yeah, here again, like, Excadrill is a bit tricky to deal with this team. And yeah, Excadrill is nearly everywhere, so yeah, I don't know, maybe something else in Excadrill in the back, maybe a fighter itself. I don't really know right now, but I think it's still a really decent team. I definitely had a lot of positive results, but it might be a bit tricky to play if you face an Excadrill, especially in the lead there. It's always not the easiest, and here I'm gonna sadly not be able to farm him down, but he goes into Metagross, and I was like, why? I can go for one drill run, he's already close to being dead. he lagged there, but I can go for another one. He let this go, and I think at this point the game is over. He has a Togekiss in the back, yeah. I don't know why he did this. I think it doesn't matter that it lagged there. Like, even if he shield, I could have farmed down with my Togekiss, had some extra energy before him, and I would have been able to win the Togekiss mirror matchup anyway. So I think it wouldn't have mattered that he lagged there, but still, of course, nicer for me. And this was then an easy game. I see a lot of charm needs, at least I see a lot of Metagross needs. It's actually really close to the meta we had before. It's just Excadrill basically in there right now, which is differently. And I guess more Gyarados because of the Crunch update and Dragon Tail. I actually haven't seen the Dragon Tail one yet. I kind of want to Elite Tail mine because quick Elite Tails don't really mean anything to me. The charge one do mean a lot to me. I definitely have to buy the next C-Day box when there's one in there because of all the Pokemon that I have to Elite TM now. We have Shadow Lugia now, we have Shadow Ho-Oh, we have a lot of other things as well, which I definitely want to Elite TM with a charge TM, so I'm definitely going to be out of there soon anyway. I'm actually hyped for Great League to come back. I'm definitely going to try out my Ho-Oh and the Lugia as well there. I still haven't caught my Lugia, of course, the event just started. And there's like no rush for me right now because I'm not going to use it in any league that's out right now. But it's going to be definitely very interesting to see how those going to perform. I don't think they're going to be good, but hey, at least finally a Ho-Oh that's viable for Great League. I guess Ho-Oh was also possible to get for Great League before, but it was like super difficult. You had to have like 0 friendship friends that trade you a Ho-Oh, and this is just like something that you haven't had really. So nearly no one has the Ho-Oh, while some still have a Lugia in Great League, which I also have. So maybe I put the Lugia in a different league. I hope for like close to a hundo, to be honest. If it's like, I don't know, over 80%, I might just go for a Master League Shadow Lugia, to be honest. Just because of it being way better there than it being in like other matches or like in other leagues in general. If you didn't see, like I tweeted about Shadow Lugia immediately when it came out, so follow me on Twitter if you haven't done that yet. In Great League, it's slightly worse than the normal Lugia because you lose like some matchups. For example, like Nidoqueen is not the best matchup for you anymore, and some other matchups as well. And then you have Ultra League, where it's like really kind of similar to the normal Lugia, so it's also not really that worth it. Here, I blind swap into my Excadrill, my opponent blind swaps into the Machamp. I was like, oh shit. But he actually throws a move here, which makes it, I think, a winnable game. But yeah, in Master League, Lugia in Shadow is way better than the normal Lugia. So if you get a good one, go for Master League. Even if you don't have one for Great League, it's just more worth it to have it in Master League, in my opinion. It's not that good in Great League anyway. And if you maybe even can get a normal Lugia from someone who played at that time, like 2018, and got one from their breakthrough, that's also totally fine. I got one already, so I basically fine with the Great League Lugia. But I still got most likely showcase one in Great League. And yeah, I definitely have to use some rare candy for them anyway. I don't have any candies for them right now because I just powered up a Lugia for Master League, a normal Lugia. And I also powered up my Ho-Oh for Master League since then there was no Ho-Oh event or anything like this. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit expensive again. I think I still have like 500 rare candy though, so it should be fine. Yeah, a lot of people wonder always how I get those rare candy. Usually I go hard for those Pokemon raids that are interesting for PvP. I went like kinda hard for the Darkrai, but this was like more the reason for the shiny version. I didn't have the shiny version yet, even though I even raided a lot in 2020, I think, when it first came out in shiny. But that was super unlucky, by the way. We nearly won this game as well. It was just like a one quick move away, basically, I think one turn from surviving the Dragon Breath. But yeah, in general, yeah, Darkrai, I needed like, I think 80 raids or something to get the shiny one, and now I got it finally. Actually, I have two now, I think, because one from Go Battle League and one from a normal raid. So I got a lot of rare candies from that. I get a lot of rare candies from Go Battle League in general because I go a lot of times 4-1 or 5-0. You get then 3, which is nice. And yeah, in general, like I only use them for content. I don't use them for anything else. Like I don't power up any legendary just for raids or anything like this. I'm not a raider usually. I'm just doing that for content. And since I am a content creator and whatever, I put in way more money into the game in general. Like, it's something that I wouldn't recommend you, of course, to do. For me, it's just like, it is kind of mandatory to do that. Because, like, I couldn't do the content I do without that. Like, I cannot showcase every new Pokemon directly after they came out unless I do raids before to get the rare candy. This is just how it works, sadly. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend you to put money into the game if you don't have the money extra. And even then, like, please don't, like, completely throw in thousands of EUR every month or whatever. Like, it's not worth it. It's just a smartphone game. You see with Wizard Unite, for example. Wizard Unite just got like turned down there from Niantic because the game didn't give them enough revenue. Not gonna happen with Pogo, definitely not. But still, like, you basically use money to get pixels or whatever. So it can just go wrong, unlike a few seconds when they think, okay, we're gonna turn off Pogo or whatever, and then you don't have anything left from the money you spent in before. But yeah, I was free to play nearly for the whole time before I was content creator. Like, I used, I think, like 20 or something in general in like 3.5 years of playing Pokemon Go, and like they were basically all for those event tickets or something like this. And yeah, I never visited Go Fest yet. I never visited the Fairy Zone yet. Definitely something I want to do in the future, but not something I'm gonna do very soon because of COVID and stuff like this. I'm kind of like, because I'm asthmatic, if you didn't know that, like, I kind of don't really want to expose myself to any situations where I could get COVID. So yeah, you were actually super lucky. We can get, with one turn before him, we can get to the nice flamethrower. We can farm this thing down, and we're gonna be able to win this game. A very good game there to my opponent. But yeah, in general, I saw also on Twitter, like, people who really have a problem with that money right now, and I see them like having 10,000 of raid, and I was like, why? Yeah, no wonder why you have problems of money. So for me, don't spend money if you don't have that. Like, definitely not worth it on the game. It's just like a game, so be careful there. And you don't have to try to compete with others or anything like this in that regard. Just play the game how you want to do and how you can do it. And that's basically all I want to say for that. Well, we can try to superpower this Togekiss. Very nice swap by my opponent, by the way. And because we are debuffed from the superpower, I actually got 2 charms in there, and I have no idea how that happened. And he throws the move there. There was like some crazy lag, and I got a jump through. This scene was completely like crazy there. I don't know what happened there. I think that's gonna lose us the game as well. God, yeah, that was really cool from the game. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's gonna completely use us in the game. I don't know if we could have won otherwise, but this was just like some big mess. In general, it feels like really clunky right now. Like, I know that I wanted to swap out against the Mamoswine immediately, basically, but it just went for 4 charms and then swapped out, which didn't matter as much in the end because I can go for 2 body slams, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he throws a move there. I can go for my next body slam, and I'm gonna put him basically into a shieldless situation, which is pretty nice. I can go into my Excadrill. Should be able to outspeed him. Yep. I can go for the Drill Run here. The Drill Run definitely gonna KO him. And we are fine. He has a Dragonite in the bag. And we are in a pretty decent spot. But yeah, at this time, we're most likely gonna win this game easily, as we can get to this Flamethrower here, which is gonna KO this Excadrill. I actually didn't expect that Flamethrower does so much as well against Metagross. It does like, I don't know, 70% or something. I always had like I thought it was like 50%. I think that's like basically 2 Dialga. So yeah, like, Flamethrower does a lot of damage, so that's why I think the Fairy here is a bit better than the Sylveon. Because I saw people say like, oh, the flying typing is so bad for this, and Sylveon is so much better. Where is the flying typing bad? Maybe against Excadrill's Rock Slides, but then you still have like, it's still not a good matchup against Sylveon. Like, it's still, I think both get 2 shots, so there's not really a big difference there. But the Sylveon cannot hit back while the Togekiss can, so I don't really see the debate there that Sylveon is better than Togekiss. Literally don't see why the flying typing should be worse. think it's way better because you can also avoid something like an Earthquake or Earth Power from a Garchomp and things like this, and you can swap in and catch something, while you can't do that with a Sylveon. So yeah, I think this is the best variant in the league right now. But this is just my opinion, of course. I don't know, like maybe I missed all those ice Pokemon other than Mamoswine that you rarely see. Yeah, don't really know. But hey, this is gonna be it for this video. I really enjoyed this team. I thought it would be even more dominant than it was at the end. But still, we're gonna win this game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video in Kanto Cup.